Thank you for tuning in today. We have an amazing guest on our podcast. His name is Alfredo from Jewel Linker. He's the founder and the owner of Jewel Linker POS system. They are very popular in the Hispanic, Latino, and Cuban American jewelry market. They have an amazing product, and we talk about his childhood, his product, and his goals with the company. So please watch the whole podcast and stay with us.
A Jewel Linker is the result of multiple ideas. 60% of my customers are from Miami. We are in more than 20 states in the United States. And you have to tell yourself, I'm gonna get it. If I cannot get it today, I'm gonna get it tomorrow.
Alfredo, tell me, where are you from originally?
I'm from Cuba. Yeah, I'm from Cuba. I'm computer science engineer. I came from Cuba like 9 years ago.
9 years ago. Okay, you're very fresh. Very fresh.
Yeah. My brother and myself, we are both together. We are computer science engineer. We came from Cuba in 2016.
2016, straight to Miami, yeah?
Yes, I love Miami. I cannot live out of Miami. My brother live in Texas, in Houston.
Really?
I cannot do that.
Houston is a good city.
Yeah, it is, but I like the food. I'm being honest with you, I feel like in Cuba.
You're like in the 2030 version of Cuba or 2050 version of Cuba. Cuba, but better.
Yeah, no, but I love the community. I love the food. You can go everywhere. You can speak Spanish.
Yeah,
and, I mean,
pretty much everywhere. Yeah.
The weather is like a Cuba. It's hot every time. I love it. Being honest, I love it.
That's amazing. Tell me about your childhood. Which city you were born and brought up in? What was your father doing? How did you get into computer science? How was your schooling initially? Because I know Cuban situation. We have some friends from Cuba also, and they say it's very bad situation over there. So tell me about yourself. How was your childhood?
Yeah, right now it is really, really tough over there. And I'm from Camagüey, Cuba. And I mean, I really had a nice childhood. We know a lot of friends. I went to the university. I got my bachelor in computer science. My parents actually, they are both in United States. I brought them like 3 years ago. My mom is a dentist. My father is economics. I mean, nothing like United States, but I mean, Cuba, the place where you are is always your land.
Yeah.
And I feel really, really bad right now because the situation is super difficult over there.
Very
and
depressing.
I feel sad. I feel really, really sad.
This is just an out of the box question. Do you ever think that, okay, once you become successful here, you will do something for the people over there in Cuba?
Oh, yeah. Hopefully. I cannot do much right now. The only thing that I can do pretty much is allow my voice against that government. It's pretty much that I can do like in social media, because what's happening in Cuba right now is because the government. We have a dictatorship, that the lack of opportunity that my people have right now is because the government, and pretty much most what I can do right now is allow my voice, talk to people like you that know our Cuba and say, hey, we are a nice country, but we have a bad government. And
it has to start from somewhere, and we have to raise our voices in order to fix the situation. That's the only way we can do, sitting in United States.
Yeah, for sure.
That's 100% true. That's amazing. You did bachelor's in computer science. My background is I did high school, but in pre-engineering. I never went to college. I did high school in pre-engineering. So I had a passion of doing computer science, but I was not able to do because of my house situation. We were in a very bad financial crunch initially when I started working when I was 18 years old, 19 years old. So I was never able to go to college or university. You got lucky in that, and you passed the university, and you successfully did bachelor's. So what was your first job over there in Cuba? Did you work in Cuba for
I worked for a few months and just doing data analysis, few programming, but it was for a few months. This wasn't really, I would say like a 6 or 7 months. And not only that, the technology in Cuba is no, like here. And right here in United States, when I came to United States, I started working on the bank industry.
The banking industry?
Yes. And actually, I had the opportunity we work with people from India because I mean I had to recognize people from India are really really smart.
Very smart people.
Yeah.
Especially in IT, especially in
Yeah, yeah,
IT.
no, I know by fact because let's say I work for like three banks in United States, and then 70% of the IT
People in
people were from
authority.
India.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was part of the team with them, super, super smart people. They know what they're doing. I used to have a friend from India, and I told him, hey, bro, you when you learn that, you know that from your when you was a child, oh, because that's amazing the amount of knowledge they have. I mean, I'm really really impressed with the Indian community. I mean, talking
Right,
about
right.
IT,
Yeah,
yes,
they're
I did.
amazing.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Super intelligent, super smart people. After you came to the United States, like you said, you work in first in the banking industry. A lot of people I have seen that migrate, people like me, anybody that migrate, they're not able to find their footing initially. How were you able to find a job in the banking industry? Because initially it's very hard when you're new, when you're just landed,
Oh,
you just want to make ends meet for your family, right? You want to pay the bills, you want to get a apartment and pay the bills. How did you do?
it was really really hard, especially when you came. I didn't speak any English at all,
That's the
and
hardest part.
this is the hardest part. You were not able to communicate properly. Even you have that knowledge, but you cannot communicate that. I can tell you that I went like 20, 30 interviews in, I mean, it was a nightmare for me, but at the end, I took like a 7 or 8 Microsoft certification just to show the people, hey, I'm qualified for this job. So I know what I'm doing. I have the experience. And after I think 1 year, I was able to get into a bank, doing like a data engineer and some programming on Visual Basic, C Sharp. And once you get into, that's it.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Everything else is easy. So you can build your career because next interview the people knows, okay, you are working on this bank, so you have the knowledge that we needed.
First
But
job is the hardest to get.
it was really 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 hard for me.
Especially in your own industry. I have seen people, they're doctors or they're engineers and they find construction jobs and stuff, and then you're done, like and done in the sense, then you just get busy in the day to day and you just keep continuing what you're doing. But the lucky thing for you, I think, is you got the job in your own industry.
Yes, for sure. I mean, if you gave up,
Yeah.
that's it. You need to try every day.
Right, right, right.
Because I mean, if you gave up, that's it. I know many of my friends, they are actually working in other industries like a construction or whatever, because the simple reason they give up early. I mean, you have to be strong and you have to tell yourself, I'm gonna get it. I mean, if I cannot get it today, I'm gonna get it tomorrow. But
Yeah,
I'm
but
confident.
everybody's situation is very different,
It
because
is.
financially they have to support the family. Some people have kids, some people have their wife,
No, but
nobody's working.
I was working at the same time that I was studying at night or programming at night at 2, 3 p.m. For sure. I mean, I had to have a work because you have to pay the bills. But beside that, you need to learn, you need to study every day, every night. And that was that was the path that I found. And that was the way that I found that to reach what you want, you have to fight, you have to study, and it is a process.
It is a process. So you went through more studies when you came back to the US. The
Yes, for
one
sure.
that you did, the bachelor's, people were not recognizing and was not enough. So you had to re-educate, recertify, take more certificates, and do it that way. That's a very good idea. Very good idea.
Learn new technologies as well because we came from a poor country, no high-end technologies, and you have to learn. That's simple.
That's the only way.
Yes, it is.
So after you got your first job at the banking industry, what was the next opportunity that you found, and how many years you worked in the banking?
I worked in the banking industry for 6 years.
6 years. Wow, nice.
Six, almost 7. In my last 2 years, I've been working in a city,
City
one of
bank.
the like a one of the city here in Miami City, Miami Beach. I like the government work. I am like a data architect for the city of Miami Beach. So, I keep my job, and also I had the ability to
Work remotely for City of Miami.
yes, I work remotely like 3 days per week. I come to work.
So you got two jobs in the last 2 years.
I have to. Well, actually, I have only one. I call that I have two jobs because you were linker that that I had to develop at night. So I had to spend a lot of time in Linker
So
right now.
6 years, 6 years you work in the banking, and then
Yes,
after that,
almost 7, and then
almost 7 years, and then you got the City of Miami job, Miami Beach job, and then you started Jewel. When did you start Jewel Linker? Tell me the story. How did you come about with the idea? Who was your friend in the jewelry industry that told you that this is the opportunity?
That was actually a friend of mine from Camagüey. He owns 3 jewelry store in Miami, and he kept telling me, "Hey, Alfredo, you need to build something for me. I'm not able to organize my inventory. I have notebooks. I have Excel. I don't know how much money I have invest on my inventory. I don't know nothing."
Yeah.
So it's not only that. We went to we talked with other jewelry store owners, and they had the same situation. I remember one of the famous jewelry store owners in Miami. He had 3 systems: one for jewelry printing, tax, one for inventory management, and one for sales management.
That's crazy.
That was crazy, really, really crazy. So I realized the opportunity and the need in the jewelry store market. So then I start thinking they don't have a solution that can combine multiple features in a same place.
Right.
And for sure, that was a need in the industry.
Right.
And we start working, my brother and myself, we start working on Jewel Linker, I think, in 2022, early in 2022. And we released the first version on October 2022, but just for my friend.
In 6 months.
Yes. I mean, we work hard for that every night, every day, back and forth with him, calling other jewelry store owner, asking questions. Hey, how you do this, how you do that. I mean, we released our first version on October. It wasn't what it's right now. And then we started selling to everybody in March of 2023.
To public.
Yes, because at the beginning it was just, the testing, working,
UAT,
adding
UAT.
at the UAT, adding more features. And pretty much it was in 2022 when we started selling to everybody, to the public, let's say.
That's amazing. So the first project that you did for your friend, was it free or was it paid?
No, he paid for that.
He paid for that. That's good.
Well, he paid the license.
He paid the license.
When we released the version, he started paying.
He started paying the monthly.
But he was super happy. I mean, when he saw the final outcome, the advantage, everything that he was able to do, I mean, he was super, super happy. Say, "Oh, that's amazing."
Can you share the initial scope? I don't know if you remember, normally whenever we are doing any softwares or any customization in the software companies normally make a scope of work, right? SOW, to see the problems, what the problems there is, because people keep changing their mind. Every time you're going to call a customer, they're going to tell you something new. Like me, I'm a customer of a software company. Every time they call me, the owners or the software company say, "My friend, you always have something new to tell us." And you said that we already told you that. It never happens. So that's why we make SOWs. You put everything, whatever you don't discuss, we put in the backlog and we keep working on it as we go through. So what was the initial 5 biggest challenges that you saw that people were asking for across the industry that were like, okay, this I need to do for sure in the first version?
Okay, inventory management.
That's huge.
That's number one.
That's number one, yeah.
Because the inventory of a jewelry store is expensive.
It's very expensive. That's the biggest expense they have. Yeah, that's the biggest investment.
Yeah, for sure. So that's a priority number one.
Number one, yes.
That's why we focus 100% on inventory. Right. Of course, printing jewelry tags, tax. That was another request from them. Repair management, and another one very important was a layaway management, because
Layaway management. Yeah.
layaway management is crucial, because you have a lot of layaways and you don't know, okay, this layaway is being unpaid for 2 months, or this layaway is overdue 60 days. So they have to call, they have to make a decision, or even they can send a SMS notification saying, hey, you have a pending payment, please call also, so layaway, inventory management, repairs. I think that was at the beginning that. I mean, like our main focus. Jewel Linker is the result of multiple ideas. We pretty much personalize our customers. And I had to tell that because that's what really happened. They call me, hey, Alfredo, I need a report that can show how many, blah, blah, blah. So then, okay, let me see if I have it. If no, I can add it for you. So like I say, one of our future is synchronizing inventory with online store. Shopify, WooCommerce, Wix, and that came out because one of my customers called me, say, hey, yesterday I had horrible situation in my store that escalated to they had to call police because she has an online store in Shopify. She published a product 8 months ago. The gold price went up big time, like a $1,000 wherever, and the customer came into the store with the photo, say, I want this. No, sir, I sold that jewelry, 2 months ago. No, I want this. You have it available, and I want this. But at the end, they had to sell.
To honor the price. They had to honor the price.
They had to honor the price. And she called me right away. I need this right now. So we started building the integration with the online store. That's what I'm saying. Jewel Linker is a combination of our customer ideas and challenges.
This is amazing. I have seen your website, I've seen your Instagram page. You're more concentrated in Miami market. Why is that?
Well, I could say like 60% of my customers are from Miami, but now we are in more than 20 states in the United States. So we are growing fast, I would say. And for sure, our main market is Miami because it's like a contact, people to people. And 90% of my customers are because one recommend me to another one.
Strong community, strong reference.
Yes, and that's why I think on Miami we have a strong presence.
Miami is using Jewel Linker. All Miami, all Cuban people, all Cuban community is using your software.
Much. And actually in Houston we have a lot of customers too. Yes, we are. As I told you before, we are growing. In being honest, I didn't expect that.
Really?
Yeah, the amount of new customers that we are getting every day, the amount, because our product is a really, really good product. It has a good price. It's easy. It's multilingual. So you can work in Spanish, you can work in English, and that was another.
That's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker.
That was another gap that I found at the beginning, because the competitive software, they don't do customer support in Spanish. They don't have onboarding training in Spanish. They don't have video tutorials in Spanish. So everything in English. I understand that we are in the United States, there's nothing wrong with that. I have it too, but most of my customers, unfortunately, they don't speak English, or it's easier for them ask or learn something in Spanish. And that was, I think that was
a big gap in the market.
Yes, for sure. And I think that we are strong in the Hispanic market because we can talk in Spanish with our customer, like, the way that they want.
Right. The implementation gets very strong when people are people are Hispanic, and your implementation goes pretty much like right away, or 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you can implement a software, rather than the other companies is gonna take them maybe a couple of months just to make the customer understand how to use the software.
Yeah, and as I mentioned before, our system is multilingual. I tell my customer, you want to use in English, choose the language you want. You want to use in Spanish, click here, and that's it. Everything is in Spanish. Easier for you. I think that was huge
Yeah,
for
that was
us.
huge. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't see you. We normally go to the JCK show and the Miami show also. It's very popular. Jewelry show. Two jewelry shows are very popular. I don't see your booth over there. Any reason for that? Why have you never put out a booth?
We
Because
are
you can
thinking
bring a
on
lot of customers.
Yes, we are thinking on that.
Yeah.
Probably for the next Miami show or next year. And the reason I think the reason why not is because we want to have the best product available, and we are waiting our moments. Even when I know that I have one of the most complete software in the jewelry industry, I want to have a little bit more, and that's what actually we are working on.
You need to make it perfect.
We are working on custom orders, work orders. We are working on a pound shop. We already have an integration with a payment process. So our software is able to process payments, send payment links, recurrent payment, but we are working and build more integrations like with Clover, Square, the big payment processor. That way, more customer can use us as a, let's say, inventory system or repair management system or custom order management system or pound shop system. Actually, we have a lot of features. So we have account receivable, we have account payables.
Really? You have accounts receivable also?
Yes. Yes, and our customer, I explain today, every day, when I do an onboarding training, I say, okay, if you go to A1, because I know they buy a lot from you, say, if you go to A1, they're going to give you an invoice. Go to purchase and enter your invoice product by product. So you can enter the products on our system. You can enter the products, in products one by one, or you can enter in a purchase order, and you can track, how much money they owe you or how much they pay you yesterday, how they pay you, sell, check. Okay, so they are able to know invoice number 7, I owe $20 to A1, or I pay last week 1,000. They are able to do that, but I want a little bit more, just to rock, the market.
What is that little bit more that you're still missing in your software?
I'm waiting for the custom order and pound shop.
Custom order and the pawn shop.
Just for
Feature.
me, yes.
It's a big pawn shop feature that you're talking about when customers buy gold from the over the counter. That is a big feature that people are doing it offline mostly now because somebody brings in gold, they weigh it, they give the money out, and they don't record it anywhere. It's just in the books.
Actually, my system allows to do that.
Okay.
So they can purchase gold, and because Jewel Linker can manage inventory by pieces and inventory by grams. So you can have two different products. You can have 20 pieces of men rings, or you can have 20.5 grams in men rings. Our customers, they are buying gold in Jewel Linker. They can track that information, actually. What I'm talking about pawn shop is more, pawn shop, they have to fill a form.
Yes.
That form needs to be sent to
the external, city.
To the city and another company called Leads Online.
Leads Online, yeah.
And I want to automate that process. For sure, the interest, okay, how many interest, 3%, 5, 6. But my main goal is automate the process, print out the form. That's pretty much easy. And send the information to Leads Online.
That is the main feature.
Yes. Leads Online has been a little bit difficult for us. I've been trying to contact them, calling them. For some reason, it's hard to get the engineer over there.
The Leads Online is a government agency or is a private company?
I think there is like a hybrid company.
It's a hybrid.
They work for the government, but they are not part of the government.
So maybe the government is their customer. You are not their ideal customer. That's why they are not replying to.
I know, but it could be beneficiary for them because if they can automate the process, they're gonna get more
money. Yeah, more money out of each submission.
Sure. And a custom order, I think that we are going to release custom orders in about 3 weeks. We actually add a Cuban link calculator. That's a nice feature right now. So they can say, okay, what you want a Cuban link chain, 24 inches, 6 millimeters, white gold. It's going to be approximately 200 grams, let's say. But that's huge. I mean, I've been working on that because I have a lot of customers that they are Cuban link factory, and now I close to be like 2 grams of the reality. I'm
Yeah,
really
but
close.
everybody's weights are very different.
Yes, it depends. Cuban link is depends the factory. My main goal in the Cuban link calculator is at least give to the jewelry store owners
An approximation.
approximately, okay,
So they can close the sale.
how many grams you're gonna have in a chain like this, so they can tell to the customer. And also, one of the features that my system already has is we accept advance payments, so they can take payments in advance and add it
On
to the
special
custom
orders.
order. Yes. So
Well,
pretty much I'm waiting for that.
We have a Cuban link calculator, but it's all manual, where we can we have the weight of each inch, and then customer can calculate, okay, 8 millimeter, 24 inch is gonna be this much.
I have 3 of them
Yeah, you have 3 of them.
because I combine multiple source.
Yes.
It will be nice. And
That is the bread and butter product, you know.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the best seller.
Yes. Do you sell, by the way, do you sell Cuban link?
A lot, crazy.
Oh, nice.
So a lot of Miami people, they manufacture their own Cuban links because everybody's a factory over there, you know. Everybody has two jewelers sitting in the back of the store. They manufacture the heavy ones, 80 gram, 90 gram, 100 gram
Yes.
one. The small ones, like 20 gram, 30 gram, 40 gram, it's not worth it. The time is not there for them to manufacture the small chains, because if you charge $2 labor, it's gonna be like $40 for a 20-gram chain. So
Yes.
it's not worth it for them to spend time on making small chains. So we stock only small chains so they can buy small chains from the wholesalers, you know.
Yes, that's right, for sure.
Yeah. So they don't have to spend time in making. Plus, they can stock the small chains.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we come in, you know. So a lot of our business is pretty much, since the gold has gone up in value over the last 1 year, majority of our business has gone to all the lightweight stuff under 50 grams. Over 50 grams, people don't come to buy from wholesale. If they want heavy stuff, they make it themselves because it's cheaper for them, and they don't have to stock it. It's special order only. If the customer come, they can make it. Whatever the lightweight stuff is, they buy from wholesale.
Yeah, for sure. They have to. I mean,
it's easier like that. One more question I have is, how are you using AI in your software? Is there any AI features that you have built in your Jewel Linker, or is it on the roadmap to implement AI in your software?
We have a to-do list. That's one of the features we are going to add probably by the next year. And we are going to add like a customer support chat in EAI. We have the tool right now. We don't have the time to do everything at the same time, you know? So we're going step by step. We prioritize what we think is most important for our customers. That's what now we are working on the pawn shop, on the custom orders, you know. But for sure, AI is going to be next, probably by the first quarter in 2027. We are going to release a new version with the AI tools.
Where do you see the biggest opportunity in general? We're not talking about the jewelry industry, but in day-to-day life, I have seen, I mean, everybody is using ChatGPT, everybody's using Canva, but where do you see the biggest opportunities? I know we listen to all these big tech people, and they are implementing AI in their products, like Facebook has it, Instagram has picture editing tools. Where do you see the opportunity on the landscape for AI? Like, where do you see is going to make the most difference in business to business, in B2B? Because B2B AI is very behind. There's a lot of consumer level products in AI that people are launching, like Facebook, ChatGPT is launching for regular people. But for B2B, there's not a lot of progress fast like the consumer style.
For programming, AI is huge.
It's huge. Yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
being honest, it helps a lot. I mean, you can
So
do
it's like you have an Indian guy, two Indian guys sitting
I
right
have
next to you.
six, no one,
Six,
six.
six people.
I mean, I remember back in 20, I don't know what, back in 2020, what I spend right now, 6 hours, I mean, took me 2 months.
Is it going to decrease the cost of the software also? Because your
Oh,
companies are going to be smaller and you're going to be able to do the updates more faster.
well, that's not an option that we have right now. We have a very,
Right.
very competitive price,
Right.
and we
But the
are.
cost of the change, like for suppose, like you were telling me, like customers come and they want this XYZ and report, can you build that feature through AI in your system so people can just write to a Copilot or
I build,
ChatGPT in your software?
yeah, I build a feature for free,
Okay.
and that's included. That's included in the license that my customer paid. Everything is included.
So is it
We
integrated with any LLM model, your software? Your linker?
no, no,
Not right
not
now.
right, not right now, not
Okay.
right now. Probably in the future, but not right now.
Okay, because that is the game changer I see personally. If whenever I look at my software, we use Logic Made International out of California for wholesale. They're very popular, very old in the business. Logic
Oh
Made
yeah,
International. Yeah,
it's a web-based application or it's a desktop?
it's desktop based, but we host it on a cloud. They are very old school also. We need to move out of it, but all our data is in there, all our customers are in there, all our invoices are in there. So it's very hard to do the transfer, you know. And
Yes.
once you get on a software, then it's impossible to get out of it. That's what I've seen. If the B2B software space is so like hard to get, once you have the customer, then you're done. You're good for life, you know. Your kids are
Yes.
gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it is like this because migration takes time, effort, or even well, I do that every day. I do migrations from LISP, Clover, I mean, multiple systems, and that's what I build like some kind of export import feature on Jewel Linker. So if you go to Jewel Linker and you can import your inventory, if you have an Excel, CSV, whatever, you can do easily in 2 minutes because you match pretty much. You are able to match. Okay, on my product ID and my CSV is barcode ID in Jewel Linker. My name. So you match your fields
So
and
you
you
just
can.
need standard templates.
Yes, and Jewel Linker you can import and export because we allow our customer export the data the way that they want and PDF, CSV, Excel. Same way we import in CSV, PDF, Excel, and that's allowed because I knew from the beginning we're gonna get a lot of customer from another software because the one that they use for pawn shop, some of them they are expensive, some of them are general inventory management system, no focus on jewelry. And we build an import feature that allows us to get a migration in a few minutes. We
I
can
see.
import
So
we can import sales, we can import customer, we can import vendors and products. We can import even from Shopify, from WooCommerce. So you have a WooCommerce or Shopify, so say, don't worry, I can bring all the pros to your new Jewel Link inventory.
is it more, your software is more based for gold jewelry or diamond jewelry also, or watches also? Because I see, because I'm from the diamond industry background, so I know people that sell diamonds have a completely different mindset when it comes to a jewelry software because their requirement is completely different. And when I got into the gold jewelry industry, it's completely different set of requirements.
Actually, Jewel Linker is focused on gold.
That is another differentiation you have. Like you have the bilingual distinguish in your software. The other companies are more focused on diamonds and
Yes.
watches. Yeah.
But I noticed, and that's something that I'm talking to my brother. Actually, yesterday I was doing like a presentation with a customer in Miami. She's a wholesale about diamonds, gemstone, only that. And I was showing to her Jewel Linker, and I explained to her, hey, I know that I need more about diamonds. I'm working on it. I'm gonna have now. I have open catalogs. So let's say my customer define, okay, chains in English or in Spanish. So they build the categories, they build the styles, they build the metals. We call metals like a 10 carat, 10 Cuban carat, 10 Cuban Italians are open catalogs. They are not fixed. Okay, but for diamonds and watches, I'm gonna have like a fixed catalogs in order to be able to get more data about diamonds and watches. Because I think that if you want to have a complete product, you need to be allowed to bring to all the customer. Okay, are you focusing gold? Okay, that's for you. Are you focused on diamond? That works for you too. And if you have an inventory of watches, that works for you. You can store your serial number, your certificate, of the shape of the diamond, the type, the color. So we are working on that too as well. We haven't planned. Now it's pretty much gold. Pretty much it's not in development yet, but it's going to be in development.
Very good. Alfredo, how big is your team right now in Miami?
Well, actually, we are 3 developers. Only that, we are 3 developers. We are like a family company.
Family-owned company.
See, yes. I mean, we are growing. We are small. We are not big.
And what is your goal with the company? You want to stay small and cater to the customer by yourself, or you want to grow into like a 500-person company that's tens of millions of dollars, like maybe other industries also? What is your goal with the company, with Jewel Linker?
My goal is to have the better product available. I mean, that's my main goal.
For jewelry only, or for any industry? You can look it into clothing also.
Just for jewelry. I want to have my brother, myself. So we want to have the best software for jewelry stores. That's what I really want. Everything else, let's see what happens. I mean, it's little by little, it's a process. And now, 2 months ago, I had to hire another person to do like a sales, because I mean, I actually have another person in Colombia doing customer support too, because we are growing and we now
you need people to answer to small requests and questions.
Exactly.
And customer service. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pick up the calls. Yeah.
For now, I would say that my main goal is to have the best product.
Development. Just keep improvising the product.
Yes, that's what I want for now. And who knows in the future? I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow?
Do you have a retail version only, or you have a wholesale version also for jewelry?
As I told you, my software can handle inventory programs. So I have not a lot, but I have here in Miami, I have 4 wholesale customers.
4 wholesale customers.
Yes, I have it. Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, not even that. On my configuration, we can print invoice based on pieces, or we can print invoice based on grams.
Right.
And you can manage, as I say, you can manage 20 grams of Monaco chain. You can say I have 6 pieces of Monaco chain.
So that is the biggest factor. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, not only that, I have customers that they do like the dual function. They have a wholesale store and they have a retail store, and they actually enter the product one time. It's only one product, but the product has 2 different prices. It has a wholesaler price and it has a retail price, and they can update price every day. Well, my software allowed to update price with one click. They have a catalog of styles, and they got to say, today the style number S12, weird names that you have, weird, super weird, and they go and say, okay, style number, is going to be 60.72. Click, update all the product of that style, and they can do all the styles at the same time. So same thing, you can do bulk edit. If you want to edit, let's say you want to increase 5% of all products today, you filter the products you want to add or you want to edit. That's it. Increase 5%, decrease 5%. That's special for diamonds, because I did that for the diamonds, because they cannot, it's not like the gold. They cannot sell it by grams. So it's pretty much the pieces. And what they do is just increase or decrease percentage. But with Jewel Linker, you can update the price right away. And yes, actually, I have a few customers. Not that much, but I have a few the wholesale customers.
That's good. That's amazing. So that means your product is pretty vast for multiple types of business models also. Very good, very good. Another question that was coming to my mind was how do you plan on keep improving your market? Like you're telling me that you have now customers in 20 states. What is your sales strategy? Because I know you're an IT guy and you're running a company. Now you're not just an engineer, you're a business person.
Yes.
So how are you doing sales? What is your goal with the sales? How are you onboarding? Because there's a process when you're selling a software, you're not selling something tangible. It's a lot of energy that is required upfront to bring the customer on board, and then the
Yes.
product speaks for itself. So how do you do that now? Are you doing
What
it
I
yourself?
act- what I actually do is I do like a demo or presentation. Sometimes I gather like six, seven, eight people at the same time,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and I do the
Like a
present.
class.
Exactly, I do the presentation. I show because I mean I receive multiple calls per day. I need to know more about your software, what you do. I say, hey, it's easier if I show you to do. If I show you what my software does, you're gonna understand better and you're gonna have a better idea. Because if I start explaining right now, okay, you can do this, that's fine, but it's better if you can look for you. Okay, you will link it. I can do this other thing, step by step. I explain all the future almost in 30, 35, 40 minutes. That is my strategy right now. Like demos, presentations. I'm probably about get more customer. I'm gonna need some advice from you maybe.
Definitely. Sure. I'm always available.
I would like to get more customer, another market. I have like a 80% Hispanic, Latino market, a few American peoples, and I would like to have more. Customer from those markets, Indians or Americans. So because I know that Latino is they have a strong presence on the jewelry store.
Yes.
American Indians.
Indian Pakistani people have a lot of jewelry stores
Yes,
also.
yes, I
Yeah.
know.
The only thing that is missing is that's why I asked you is a lot of people, especially Pakistani people that are in the jewelry industry, Indian people, it's a life cycle of a jewelry stores. I'm gonna explain you a little bit of my knowledge, what I have learned in the last 4 years is when the Cuban people or Hispanic people, they start their business with gold jewelry mostly. So that is the start of their life cycle when they get into the jewelry industry. But over time, the jewelry people realize when they become a business owner, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, they realize that gold doesn't make that much money like diamond does or watches does or custom products does. So when people get more mature in this business, they try to decrease the gold jewelry inventory in their store and get out of the gold jewelry market, and they start getting into the diamond industry market. They sell more custom pieces, more custom engagement rings, more bridal rings, more bigger watches, Rolex watches. You see in Miami also CRM. A lot of popular big jewelers now they do more watches rather than gold jewelry because they are more mature now and they have been in the industry for the last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. The gold market, their margins are very small, right? So people, when they graduate to different sector, they want to stay with you. So if I was in your place, I would keep, like you said, you keep developing your product so you can have the diamond market also, then the watch market also. So when people graduate themselves or their stores from gold market to another industry, then they can keep using Jewel Linker and they don't have to go anywhere else.
That's a good advice, actually.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Because that's what people that are in the initial stages, they will definitely love you. They will use you. They will use you for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. But down the line, when they start moving towards like people that we have customers over here, they're your customers also. They've been in business for 4 or 5 years. Now I see they're carrying more diamond inventory. Now they're more, they have their stable period done now. Now they don't have to sell Miami Cuban for $1 labor, $2 labor, $3 labor. They want to make more money. So now they want to get better clientele. And that better clientele, when they have money, They want to spend on diamonds. They want to spend on good watches, Rolex watches, AP.
Yes.
You know, they want to buy the Lamborghini. So we do have, it's very popular in Miami, right?
Yeah.
When you become successful, you need a Rolex and a Lamborghini. That's the two things you need.
Especially in the Cuban community.
That's it. When you made it, that means you need a Lamborghini and a Rolex or a Richard Mille on your hand.
Or big chains.
A big Cuban, Miami Cuban thing.
Yeah, that's right. I think that we are famous for that.
Yes.
That's a culture over here. I mean,
now, since you work so closely with the jewelry industry, do you own any of jewels for yourself also? Like you're more like, okay, now I need, like I have some big pieces also. I have a really nice watch. What do you have?
Not for now. Not for now. I mean, I'm not yet right now, but probably in the future, you know. Yeah, who knows?
You're a very humble guy, Alfredo. I must say, a very humble person. You're very successful, honestly, because you're very popular all around, but you're very humble. That's very good.
I most of my customers, I would say they are like a friends. You know, everybody call me, ask like I have, let's say, more than 300 customers all over the United States. So I know I have a better idea what they are doing, what they need. So they call me every time, Alfredo, do you know someone who sell safe or insurance? You know, I am like a consultant guy.
You're a consultant.
Do you know a wholesaler? Yes, I know. I know a little bit of everything.
Right. That's amazing. Alfredo, we are almost done with 1 hour time. I really appreciate. I think we can talk for 1 more hour. I have a lot more ideas in my mind that I have to discuss with you. And ask me, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna refer it to you.
I
so
really
you make sure you
that.
take care of my customers. Make sure you take care of my customers. And if they mention A1, I'm gonna tell my customers, go to Jewel Anchor, go to Alfredo. They're gonna mention A1, you're gonna give them 1 month free subscription or something.
Well, I actually do that. I actually give 1 month free.
So now you have to do 2 months for A1.
I will do. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna send some.
It comes from you. I will do 2 months free.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure being with you, man. It's been like a really, really nice conversation. Really, really relaxed. I feel like, you know, it is my first podcast. It is in English. So by the way, I was like a little bit nervous because, you know, say, oh man, first podcast in English. Oh, yeah. How can I do that?
Right. So in the last, I just want you to give some message to the people that will be watching this podcast, something very inspiring for the community. Say it in your language so people can relate to you more. But I just want you to speak something to our viewers so they can learn from you. Please go ahead.
Bueno, ahora que tengo la oportunidad de estar aquí con A1 Wajid, le agradezco mucho a él la oportunidad de estar aquí y llegar a más clientes en Estados Unidos, prácticamente, que conocieran un poquito más de Jewel Linker y de A1, de lo que estamos haciendo, de lo que vamos a hacer, del futuro de nuestras dos compañías, y espero que este sea el primer capítulo de muchos en el podcast. Muchas gracias, ha sido super nice.
Thank you so much.
Do you understand that?
Just very, very little. I just understand that you're smiling and saying something good about our company. I need to learn Spanish, honestly. I need to learn Spanish.
I think that you know a little bit. Right?
Just by the face, I can read what the people are trying to say, you know.
I have watched video, you doing video with Instagram, Cuban, I don't remember the name. Influencer, yes.
It's all.
I watched the video.
Sometimes they give me script. My marketing people give me script, so I have to remember it and then just say it in the screen. So I don't understand nothing, whatever they're saying.
Little by little, man.
Little by little. Thank you, Alfredo. We keep in touch.
Thank you so much for having me. We'll be in contact, okay?
Thank you,
sir.
Right.
Have a good day. Take care. Bye.